Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV. And guys, while you're in here, please, if you are new, smash that like button, subscribe, and listen. I'm on the road to 1K. Big up to everybody that has subbed to me in the last couple of days. I really appreciate it, mate. It's a journey, as Mikel Arteta likes to say. But listen, I need to get over the line. I need to get to that destination. And so, listen, guys, we're gonna have a great show tonight. I know the game is on tonight at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, Khawaja will be putting in the team news. Sterling is left, but the Perez, shall I say, the Perez of the mods. Big up to you, Khawaja. And listen, I've got Shane who will be coming on. I'm going to bring him in now, and hopefully Big D will join us. I'm not too sure whether Ez is coming on, the rest of the other guys, but don't worry. I'm going to bring in Mr. There he is. There he is. My partner in crime. How you doing, bro?
All good. Looking forward to it. It's always a privilege to get asked to come over here and share a screen, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Listen, your hard work, brother. You know, just work rate, mate, and you can see it. You know what I mean? The numbers, over the last couple of days, and I think it was the other day, I think you hit record likes, and then I think within about an hour or so. When you went,
the breakfast show. Now there's been a lot of people in. Look, it goes in fits and spurts, but it was great, and Clean Through was packed out as well. So big up to the chat. They're a loyal bunch, and I love every single one of them.
No, it's absolutely brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Big D, what you say, man? Oh, he's jumped out. he'll come back in a minute. I think he's having problems with his connection. But yeah, listen. But whilst he's messing about with his thing, let's just quickly go through the chat. Just bring up to Khawaja, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, Raheem Sterling has cut short his stay at Chelsea, mutual consent and reached an agreement. I think he had about 18 months left on his, was it 18 months or something like that, or 2 years left on his contract. Would have sort of come to around about 25 million. So he's left.
Probably get half of that, Norm. So probably get half of that pay.
You probably that's it.
Not a bad little payoff.
No, mate, listen, I wouldn't mind doing that. I mean, these footballers are so lucky, you know what I mean? Lucky, you know what I mean? But listen, he's looking for a club. Will Mikel Arteta. I wouldn't put it past this guy, you know what I mean? That guy does some strange things. We are going to get into.
Don't put that out there, Norm. I never even thought of that. Don't put that out there, please.
No, I won't. Let me bring Big D again. Let's hopefully this time he's sorting himself out. Big D, are you okay, mate? Are you okay?
Yo, you can hear me now?
Yeah, man. Your camera's not on though.
So. Yeah. Little technical difficulties there. My bad. Sorry.
All right, mate. So listen, when you're ready, there you go. All right. Oh no, you see, this is what I didn't want. Yeah, I'm gonna remove this geezer. Get out again. I knew he's coming with that rubbish. First time I've seen Big D wear shades in about 10 years. D, you was quite worried for me on our chat.
Yes.
You was reaching out to me. You said something. You said, "Norms, are you okay? Tumbleweed settings. I can't hear from you." Listen, I was okay. I was just be assured, I'm fine. I'm okay. I know you're okay.
This is what it was, right? My older brother reached out to me and said, "Bro, you heard from Norm?" Because I'm looking for my reaction. I said, "Oh, he didn't done one." I said, "Has he?" So I went look to see, and that's why I said we do an SOS.
Okay, let me bring, you see, it's funny now. All the Man United mans are coming out the woodwork now. All of a sudden, JP is available. What's going on? What are we doing? What we doing there? What we doing there, guys?
So when we come on, we've got whooped. What do you say then?
I don't mock you. I don't mock you.
Listen, Shane, how you doing, brother? This guy, right? He wouldn't even talk to us on the chat. He wouldn't even talk to us.
Listen, I was just
begging to see if he was all right.
No, I was just trying to find myself. You know what I mean? I was trying to find myself, and
you have to take it, Norms. When it happens, you can't. You can't take it. You have to take it. That's the thing. You can't. You have to face it. That's the thing. I can't. You have to.
Big up to views when I can't. No, listen, guys. It is what it is. We are going to get into the game. But let me just quickly go through the chat. Pro, big up to you. Just liked it, and Khawaja, just putting in the ice gaming. Yeah, put that in there. Please also put Shane Gooner's link in there, even though everybody's probably subscribed to him, but still put it in there. You know what I mean? And big up to you every time, Kawaja. You're always there. Kawaja from Prome. Get the likes up. That's it. Get the likes up. Let's be doing that. Smash the likes. That's again, Kawaja saying smash the likes up. And welcome back. I'm back. Yeah. Listen, yeah, I'm back. It was tough. Big up to views. I can't.
I like views, you know.
Big up to views, brother. Big up to views. We're suffering right here. The Arsenal fans are suffering.
Arsenal fans are suffering. Come on, you lost the game. Be us for the last 18 months.
We're gonna. Me and Shane are gonna bring context to this. Yeah, the word context. Yeah, we're gonna bring context to this. Yeah, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. Big up to views. It's the same from Kawaja. Kawaja, big up to bro and Wahaha. I knew you would be here. Good evening. Yes, I'm hyped. Waha, well done. I did congratulate in one of Shane's chat. So listen, congratulations. You did the business, and yeah, well played. You played really well. You deserve to win the game. I don't want to hear nothing else. You deserve to win the game. Just other links just been put in there. Top side, big up to you. Every time. Wahaha. Cheers, Kawaja. Views, just saying that. Views, sport. Waha, big up to you. Let's just quickly get through these. Right, so not here. Marley, Salmon, 16, and Imber are both in the Arsenal squad to face. Okay, right, okay. So if it's there, right, Kwaja, if you could put that in the chat, that will be absolutely brilliant. Subscribe to Shane every time. Big breakfast, the Irish breakfast, the good Irish breakfast, mate. I tell you, man, you get some. Listen, if you haven't watched it, please go and watch it. Colourful language, but go and watch it. We kind of colourful with the Arsenal squad tonight. Okay. Let's go, D. Tell them.
Wow, I see you, bro. I see you.
There's another one. Who was saying it wasn't right to sack Amorim? Oh, Lord. Wow. Hey, who was that? Who was saying that? Who was saying that? I
don't think any of us were saying it.
No. I wonder who
was saying Leon. It was Leon.
Was it Leon?
Yeah,
Leon.
Yes, Leon.
So, Leon, if you're in the chat, Leon, brother, I'm gone. That's it. Big up, I'm gone. Finish. Carrick is here. Lumsky was busy in the Arteta fun, but listen, bro. Oh, wait, just say so. Hit the stream out to people. Come on, share it out. Big up to Bab the Ripper. Lumsky was busy on the Arteta fun boat. Listen, don't worry about that. This guy at his press conference, this man is a prime minister. He's going for prime minister. He's running for prime minister. Kai Havertz starts for Arsenal, Shane.
Oh, is he fit? Wow.
Well, I don't think he's ever going to be fit again, but he's in.
Yeah. He's starting for Arsenal. Big up Rashid every time. The level-headed gooner. Big up to you every time, man. Big up to you, Mr. Pads. Salute. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not a general. The real general was next to me, down there, down that way. If I can point there. Yeah, there he is, right in the corner, Mr. Shane. He's the general. He's the general. I'm just a cadet. Wolski, I've sacked it, man. I'm sorry, Zubermendi gifted them the win. Listen, brother. Danny reacts, big up.
Hey, come on.
Zubermendi gift.
Two chicken zingers. Did we not watch his game?
Okay, listen, guys.
Two chicken zingers.
Big up to Jason. Right. Big up to Jason. Listen, I'd love to go through I'd love to go through everything. Chris, big up North Skid panel on the chat. Kawaja. And Bremo equalizer changed the game. All thanks to Zubermendi. Yeah, the press resistant Zubermendi. Yeah, press resistant. My fault.
I love a celebration, you know, when he just does that fist together and just see me out.
All right, Big D, just calm down. Calm down.
I'm calm, you know. I'm so calm.
Calm it down.
You're not doing the Konya surfing as well, though.
Oh, yeah, the Konya surfing was special, wasn't it?
Oh Lord. Well, listen. Let's get into business. Tonight, you know, we're going to go through some of the Premier League games, but the key ones, obviously, the big one, Sunday, Super Sunday, Arsenal v Man United. We're going to look at some other games. Interested in that bottom three. West Ham getting a nice win against Sunderland. You know, somebody's going to get dragged in. I know Burnley, I think, definitely. well, listen, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Burnley, I think, are definitely going to go, and definitely Wolves are going to go. They had a little bit of a purple patch drawing a few games, but you know, Man City took care of business 2-0, and Haaland being bench chain.
Mhm.
Being bench.
Players like Haaland don't get benched; they're rested.
Well, he was rested. But he hadn't played for good in a few games. So when we was rested or bench, I don't know. I mean, you can see.
I'm just saying that's the language they'll use, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's something that Arteta needs to do. You know what I mean, with certain players. But Arteta,
for sure.
He doesn't. He loves collecting hamstrings, calf muscles, and all of that. You know what I mean? That's what he does. Havertz in midfield. Yeah, about to be sick right now. Do you know what I'm saying? About to be sick. But yeah, we are gonna be looking at. So who's dropped out for that train then? If Havertz is in midfield.
Odegaard. So he'll have Eze, Odegaard, and Norgard in midfield. Gyökeres, Martinelli, Madueke up front. Calafiori starting which is a madness. Mascara.
Is this a Chelsea game, Shane?
No, tonight.
The Champions League. It doesn't even matter.
I thought it was a top game.
It's a nothing.
If you finish,
you guys qualified, didn't it?
Yeah, you get first or second, you get home legs for the second leg. All the way through. Yeah. But if you finish top ahead of second, you get the home dressing room in the final. Like, it doesn't matter. But you get Ben White should not be playing. He can't play this many games in a row. He's going to break down again. And what happens then if Timber is injured for longer? It's a madness. Just put the kid in. Just put Nichols in. Just put the kid in.
Yeah.
But of course he does.
He has to prove a point. So yeah, we're going to just look at a couple of games, but the most significant games we're going to be talking about our game, and that's the Man United Arsenal game. Another thing here, in some of those games, a couple of the decisions. Some people saying that Harry Maguire with the handball, ref watch. If we do need to look at that, we will look at it. If not, if it's not something that really didn't really matter,
that would have been.
We'll just move on. I've seen Odegaard at Liverpool do the same thing, more blatant, and people are trying to say that he didn't mean it. Come on, get off me. One man scooping up the ball, and they didn't give it, but they want to put their heads in. In the sand. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it is what it is. Big up Tony. What you say, man? Big up to you every time. Gary Neville, is he going over the top, guys? With his assessment of Man United and the turnaround Carrick. Listen, he talked about him, having looked at this side and that he's brought the magic back to Man United. So we will get into that. And the other one is the Bournemouth dagger in slots Liverpool. And will he survive? That's another thing we want to talk about. I know you can't stand Liverpool, so Kofi's not here to defend. Kofi Slot is not here to defend his manager, but I'm sure Kofi wants him out anyway. Just say big up to brother Shane from Tony. Neville should shut up. That's for Wahaha. Shane just saying big up to Tony. We will win 5-0 tonight as no pressure on the game. This is what we do. This is what we do. Right, just before we go into business, I just away from football. I said I would do this, and I'm hoping that a good friend of mine, Chris Robinson, he said I was okay to just share this. And listen, when it comes to your health, football takes a back seat. Full stop. It takes a back seat. So I've got a good friend of mine who's moved abroad, married and everything, and basically he's having treatment for cancer, and it's tough. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to get through this because we've grown up, we've known each other for over 40 plus years, if not more. Went to school together. We played football together. He's a big Man United fan. I phoned him a couple of days ago, and I said, "What are you doing to me, man? Why you come to the Emirates and do this to me?" You know what I mean? And he was sort of saying, like, he still thinks that Arsenal are going to get over the line. It is what it is, but we will see. We will see. But aside from that, he's over there and he's currently having treatment. It's difficult at this present time. Spoke with my mate who's gone over there to support him as well with his wife and stuff like that. And they've set up a GoFundMe thing to help with the cost of what's going on, because now with him having to have the treatment and stuff like that, it means that he's not able to work and stuff like that. And I said to him that if it's okay, I'm going to send Shane. So I'll send Shane it later when I get off. Just remind me again, Shane, and I'll send you. Mm-hmm. And I'll post it on our chat, guys, as well. And I'm going to post the link. And if Kwaja could maybe just pin it to the top, that would be good. And it's just basically a GoFundMe just whatever you got. If it's £1, £2, whatever how you feel about it, do it. Great friend, I think eventually he's gonna try and move back over it. Hopefully everything goes right. Much prayers are going out for him. When you hear those kind of news, it's not nice. And as I say, football does take, secondaries. So just people in the chat, I will put it on my post as well, community post as well. But I'm gonna post it on. I'm gonna actually try and do that now whilst I'm talking. I'm gonna put it, just copy and paste that, put it to the chat. And if Kwaja or any of the mods, if you could, if you could pin it, that would be absolutely great. So I'm just going to do that now. Paste that, and there it is. Okay, it should pop up in a minute. So please help my friend out, Chris Robinson, and listen, we wish him all the best. And he's a positive guy, absolutely positive guy. And we know he's going to pull through. So, guys, just go and help him, support me, and I really appreciate it. So, I think that's me done on that, and we move on. And hopefully, Chris, you will be watching this tonight. Big up every time. Big up every time.
Yeah,
anybody else that's going through stuff? Yeah, come on. We can't pin it. Okay, but if you're able to, guys, even if you can copy and paste it and put it in your chat or whatever, then I appreciate that. Or click on it, and then it'll take you to the GoFundMe, and you can read a little bit more about the situation. Okay, so thank you very much. But we're gonna move on and just talk about the weekend games that's gone. And just first of all, just gonna I'm just looking at West Ham. West Ham. I'm just going to get your thoughts then. Just quickly get your thoughts on West Ham before we tackle our games. But West Ham, look, they had a great game on. I think they played. Was it Saturday or Sunday? Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. I think it was an early kickoff as well. My memory serves me right. I think it was an early kickoff. But they win that game 3-1 against Sunderland. I didn't expect that scoreline. A great goal. There was a great goal. I think it was the second goal. I can't remember the player that took the. I can't remember the player that done, but it was crazy the shot that he took from outside. I'm just looking now.
Ferdinand, guys, isn't it? Yeah, Ferdinand.
Yeah. What a goal. And just looking at West Ham. I mean, look, currently they are sitting in the bottom three. And you've got Leeds and Nottingham Forest. So West Ham are just on 20 points with Nottingham Forest on 25 and Leeds on 26 points. I just want to just kind of try and get your views on Leeds and Nottingham Forest, and maybe Crystal Palace. You could probably even throw Tottenham in there because they're only 8 points ahead of West Ham. Do you think West Ham are going to go down this season? They've just brought in Adama Traore as well from Fulham. So he's a player that has played under Nuno before and has had the best out of him when he played for Wolves. Do you think that West Ham will survive? We know Wolves are gone. I think Burnley definitely gone. I just don't think they've got the players. I think they just bought a player today or yesterday. I think they had some ranks and that. Shane, just start with you first. Yeah. What are your thoughts on West Ham? Because at one time it was a bit doom and gloom, or do you think there's a way, that they could get out of this?
On current form, they've won 2 after they lost at home to Forest. I thought that's it, they're gone. And then Nuno seems to have just gotten a song out of certain players. They strung 2 wins together now. I can see Palace getting dragged into it. I said earlier in the season, I said Palace will be all right until Christmas, and then the extra games of Europe is going to catch them out because he wasn't back in the summer and the squad was just too small. They only have a first 11 and it's fallen apart, and now they've lost Gahey and the manager's unhappy. Mateta looks like he's going to go. Wharton they might hold on to him until the summer, but I think they'll get dragged. I think Palace are just going to start losing relentlessly now. I think Leeds will be all right. Leeds have been too good at home. I'm surprised Leeds are as close as they are, but I know they started really slowly. But for me, it's between Forest, West Ham, and Palace, which, even if you do throw Leeds into it, That's 4 massive teams. So one of them will go down. Tottenham will be all right, I'm sure. But you never know. You never know, really, with Tottenham.
You don't.
But I do think Palace will get dragged into it. I think form-wise, they have to. I think the other 3 are in better form than Palace. Palace haven't won in 7 or 8 games or something like that.
No, they haven't.
Leeds have drawn a lot. The Leeds have drawn a good few, but they're picking up wins at home. I think Leeds have lost 1 in 11 or something like that. Now they've drawn a lot. But if you look at the form, it could easily be Palace. I know it's 8 points, but you just
I think you're right.
I do think West Ham will in the end, though. I do think West Ham will in the end go down. I didn't think they would when they got Nuno, but you just don't know. But I do think that they've given themselves too much of a mountain to climb, and they're paying.
And I think we've just coming in there. I think with Leeds changing their formation and tactics, because before they were hemorrhaging. You know, they changed it in the second half of that Man City game. I keep talking about it. I've spoken with you about it, Shane. I've spoken with Matty. Something good to be up to him about it. And literally after doing that, you know, they went on, I think it was about 4 or 5 game unbeaten run. Do you know what I mean? Beating Chelsea, drawing with Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And I just think just by tactically just changing it, one player, look what a difference it makes. Something that maybe Arteta could probably learn from. Big D, what you're saying, do you have the same thoughts as Shane with regards to who gets sucked into that bottom 3 and West Ham make it out of there?
Yeah, you look at your Palace in 15th. Now Palace have got an 8-point jump on West Ham with a plus 14 goal difference. That minus 18 for West Ham is criminal. And even if they're clawing back, when you have a big, because you could get relegated on goal difference.
It's another point, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's literally, and so this is where Palace have got to start getting some 2-0s and reducing that so that theirs is in single figures. If West Ham can get that goal difference, that minus goal difference in single figures, then it's a chance for them. But the moment you're staying in them high teens, you kind of stop there. Even when you win or you draw, you still stay in 18th because there's no room because of your goal difference. Then obviously Leeds and Forest. Yeah, Forest probably more than Leeds in terms of Forest are in double figures as well with the minus 11. So yeah, I think the goal difference is going to be key. And also with Palace, I think selling your captain in the January transfer window is criminal. Absolutely criminal, yeah. And so straight away, and then you have to remember what Glasner came out and said as well. So between losing the captain and the manager telling you that he's signing in the summer, the players were a little bit deflated. That's what it looks like in their performances, where they're like, okay, you sold the captain, boss man telling us he's so let's.
So D, you're sorry D, can you hear me? I don't know if it's me. Is it your
it's cutting out for us. It's cutting out for me as well.
Yeah, D, your audio is you're cutting in and out. You sound like Norman Collier.
Oh wow!
You sound like Norman Collier. So yeah, if you just sort that out. Whilst you're doing that, I'll just get Jay's sort of views on that.
Honest truth, Normski, I can't disagree with anything the lads have said. To me, it's the 3 that's there already. I can't see any of them escaping.
So you don't you think West Ham?
I think West Ham are gone. I think 5 points at this stage is huge, and even though they've had an upturn, because I actually thought, I think, who did they lose to? They lost to someone in a relegation battle, Forest. They lost to Forest 2-1, didn't they? A few weeks back, early in January. Yeah. I thought Nuno was going to go then. But since Forest, I think they've won a couple games. But they're going to have to go on an unbelievable run with the likes of Forest and Lee. And I think 8 points to Palace and Tottenham. That's a big gap at this stage with the goal difference. I can't see West Ham staying up. And West Ham is this sort of club, isn't it? They're a yo-yo club anyway, aren't they? They stay for a few years, then they go down again. They come back again for a few years.
Yeah, I think that I mean, at the moment, Crystal Palace. I think, as Big D said about losing their captain, and with Mateta, I mean, at the moment,
what are they going to do about that, though? What are they going to do about that? Because otherwise, they take the 20 million now, plus add-ons, or he goes for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it and saying to myself, if anybody probably as Shane, that's probably likely to maybe get sucked into it, it will probably be Crystal Palace. I think with Leeds, I just think that.
But why is Tottenham doing it? Is Tottenham's results any better than Palace's lately?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not. I mean, they're both on the same. Let's see, they're both on the same points with my fingers.
They are 28, both on 28.
They're on the same. Just because of Palace's form, and I think Mateta's going to leave, and I think their squad is thinner.
Do you think he's going to go then, Mateta? Do you think they'll let him go?
They're going to they're willing to let their captain go.
I guess with the captain, you can understand in respect to the fact that he was going to go in the summer.
Yeah, I understand. They should have got rid of him.
Contract.
I understand. I do understand it. And I think they thought, well, look, you've got us to the point where I don't think we can go down, and I don't think they've read the situation properly.
I think you're right. I think they really thought they were going to be safe. And, they still might be, but I think because I don't know what Spurs' last sort of 5 games have looked like. But I can't remember the last game they won.
No,
well, they drew. I mean, they nearly lost that game. And the thing about with Thomas Frank, I mean, they were cheering him. They were cheering him when they won against Dortmund, even though they had 10 men. But then they go away and draw 2-2, and the fans started to boo them. You know what I mean? So it's up and down with him. I mean, does he survive? I mean, this manager go round, does he survive or?
He hasn't won a game. He's just looking at the results. He hasn't won a game in January. The Premiership.
Yeah, in the league.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the players. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough for him. I'm just trying to. I think he's just playing up there. He's not loading up at the moment. Let's go to there. Yeah, Tottenham. Yeah, I mean, if Burnley's go, you go away to Burnley, and you're just thinking if that ended up 2-1, maybe we'd be saying something different. But I guess how long they're going to
playing City at the weekend as well, Tottenham.
Yeah, and listen, City. Look, normally Tottenham is the bogey team for them. But the way they're playing at the moment, they're not fantastic at home. I think they've lost about 6 or 7 games at home.
Yeah, this season.
They've been terrible. So I can't see them getting a win. If at best, I mean, they tend to up the game for the likes of City. As I say, they are their bogey team. But I'm looking at it that if City win that game, we've talked about this, Shane. If City win that game, because listen, there's a lot of connotations for this week and come up. The next 3 games for us, especially Arsenal, are important. But if City go and win that game against Tottenham, I think you were saying in your head, Shane, that's it. But
the funny thing is, I think under this manager, City will win this game. Under the current Spurs manager.
Yeah.
Well, Spurs did beat them at the Etihad earlier in the season.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
2-1, yeah.
Oh, right, interesting.
But they were in better form then, and
I can't see
because to me, if they beat, it's just because it's a twofer because they'll beat, and then it's the bogey team out of the way. Like when they beat them in 23-24 when Son missed that chance, and the Tottenham fans were cheering on City and stuff like that. Just we will go there and do it. And if we've already slipped up, and then them and Villa win.
Who's your next couple games? So you got Leeds at the weekend. Who's after Leeds?
Away. Leeds away, and then I think Brentford away. Then
Brentford away, then Sunderland at home. We've got 2 back-to-back ways.
See, if you drop any points in the next 3 games,
and we will,
I think
we will.
I think we're in trouble.
It's going to be total implosion now. I can see total implosion.
We will come on to us. Don't worry about that. We got a lot to say about. We got a lot to say about us. But I think with that out the way, like you said, Big D, you're saying Jay's saying that it's going to be as it is. Shane is saying there's a possibility that
slimmer of a chance for West Ham. That's all you can say. I think the other 2 are done.
Definitely.
And the thing is, West Ham have got some quality players now, but they are way too inconsistent. For established as West Ham,
Paquetá, he's now gone in. He's gone to, is it Flamenco? They sold him for Yeah, he's did. You know what I mean? I think he was just not because of all the situation with it. The match fixing and all that was named. I think he just felt that the FA or whoever sort of didn't support him there, and he felt isolated. The family weren't happy, and as a result of it, they've sold him. But as I said, they brought in Adama Traore, another Madueke.
He's become a journeyman, hasn't he? He's become a journeyman.
Oh, yeah, he's a bit of a journeyman. He's a bit of a journeyman.
It's like club to club to club now, isn't it? It's like, bro.
Yeah. He's a bit of a journeyman.
Still putting the baby on his arm and all that madness. You know what I mean? It's like
the baby.
Yes, so you can't grab him. You know what I mean? When he's
it's crazy. Right, let me just see if this loads up again. This is just really annoying me now.
Yeah, but you have to be concerned for Palace as well. You've got to be concerned for them.
They can still win in Europe. That's the funny thing.
Well,
I think Palace is trying to put all the eggs into that basket. Because if do you
think they win that? Do you think they win that, Shane?
Yeah, I think they should. I think any English team in that should be the favourite.
Yeah.
When it comes to the strength of the teams. I think if he just puts all his eggs in that basket and then just hopes for 1 or 2 wins in the league before the end of the season and goes for it, he could leave Palace having won not just their first ever trophy, but their second trophy as well. He'd be a club legend, regardless of how he leaves. And he seems to be a trophy-based manager. That'd be something else to do. That Palace, 130 years, no trophy, and then they win an FA Cup and the next year win in Europe.
What does that say about us?
Yeah, well,
can you imagine if that happens? Even more successful than Arteta.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And he wants to leave.
You're still in 4 competitions, lads. I think I'd better remind you of that.
We're not winning anything.
Shane, talk to this guy, man.
All I'm saying is, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would start moaning when we don't win. I wouldn't moan when we're in everything.
It's the way we're playing.
You can't reset every year. You can't reset every year.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what? I do get the fact, though, because, I mean, I know we're not getting on to United game, but I was watching a bit of that game, and I was thinking, if I was an Arsenal fan, this would annoy me.
But we played like that all season.
Just relying on set pieces. And
we're 17th in the league for open play goals.
Yeah,
17th. Out of the 23 league games, we've taken the lead 4 times without a set piece or an own goal. That's it, just 4. The only time we've broken down the team. It's pathetic.
It's ridiculous,
and it's getting found out.
Isn't own goals like your second highest goal?
Second highest scorer. Yeah.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's not sustainable. It isn't sustainable. And City and Villa just have to. I've said if either of them win 5 on the spin, we're gone. We're out of the league.
And you know what as well, lads? I think the FA or Premier League, whoever they all need to actually have a look at some of these set pieces, because actually. A bit. What's going on? I don't.
Can't
like
be allowed, and I agree with that because just crowding the keeper like that, it's not.
Yeah. I don't like it.
It's not on because just because you're not physically, if you crowded a player like that on the pitch, it would be a free kick.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like just because you're not physically grabbing them, there has to be something done about it because they're pushing and they're. Before it comes in, they're not even facing the ball, and and I'm not just saying that just because people say, "Oh, you're saying that you just don't want to look." I think set pieces are a massive part of it, but it should not be your only weapon. It shouldn't be.
It's always been a part. Look, set pieces have always been a big.
It's always been there. It's always been there.
I do think though, what we're doing for football by allowing this is everyone's going to start doing it soon, and it's going to be a nightmare. To watch, it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant to watch that style of football all the time.
No,
every set piece, everyone's crowding around the goalkeeper. I don't know. I don't like it.
We were talking about Jay. When you called me, we were speaking about it. Like there's gamesmanship, and then there's turning a blind eye because I feel like the referee, and this is what you guys do as well, and it is smart, Norm, because you know what I mean. It's that
getting away with it.
But what they do,
dark arts, mate. Dark arts.
They have a player like almost run towards the ref as well to block the vision. It's a mad one. Right. If you watch a few times, you'll see like. The ref's actually not seeing all of it, but then the linesmen are at that angle where all it is bodies for the linesman rather than where the ref is situated to say, okay, come on, man. You know what I mean? Because if you see how many times Lemons came and just put his fist for it, just one fist, not even 2, just about got one fist in it because he's literally jumping like he's almost doing a Superman over players to get a fist to it.
And he can't get a run. He can't get a run
Yeah,
at the jump
yeah,
either.
yeah.
He's
So
jumping dead, which is
But
very
even
hard to do.
VAR, even if the ref doesn't see it, every
Yeah.
goal is supposed to be reviewed by VAR. And if VAR started chomping some of these goals off or getting the referee to go to the monitor, then you're starting to set a culture, aren't you? But at the moment, it's a free for all. Just do what you want in the penalty box. Apart from dragging the guy down to the floor, you're kind of going to get away with everything.
Yeah.
No,
Well, Wenger said it after the United game that you look at the difference in the goals. United's goals were beautiful and team goals, and Arsenal's were ugly and anti-football.
That's it. Yeah. It's just absolutely chaotic.
That part, I definitely understand the frustration from the Arsenal fans. I do.
But like I said, we've been playing like this for a long time, and it's been coming. And now everything that I thought would happen earlier in the season, I just thought this would happen earlier. That's all. But with the injuries and me and Kenny Ken were on Jez's last night, and we were going through the players that are either carrying injuries or in the red. And the only one we could think of that wasn't was Eze. Everybody else is. Declan Rice the last month hasn't been able to keep up. He's finished. He's exhausted, and with Timber and Saliba, they picked up little niggles. We were told before this game. No, they've just been injured the whole time. You know, there's so many of them are injured. 107 injuries since the start of last season. Yeah, it's criminal.
It's crazy.
It needs to be investigated.
It's crazy.
Well, here's a question for you guys, right? In terms of Martin Odegaard, right? Because I think Martin Odegaard looks lost out there. I think carrying the weight of that armband, just because the position you guys are in now, would it split the team if you put the armband on Declan and took the pressure off Odegaard and said, "Listen, just play your game"?
I think
without having captain.
I think secretly deep down they would have all be delighted.
Because I think that's what he needs to do.
No, but
he needs to be brave, Norm, and say, you know what?
This is the problem with Arteta. He's
not about being brave.
In every aspect of the game, in every aspect of how he manages his club, he's not brave.
So there's some arguments, though, lads, that the 4 substitutions that he made in that game,
that's
brave. Some people are saying it was brave.
That was Trinity.
I saw it differently, but I just wanted to get you guys.
Desperation. No, it's desperation. Right. That's all.
Take it away, bro.
No, he knows Odegaard shouldn't be playing. Never mind, be captain. And it's not even about bravery. It's about narcissism. He doesn't want to admit he was wrong to back him, so he'll play him every time. And he's been hooked more than any other captain in the history of the Premier League. He gets subbed off most games. He gets subbed off most games when we need a goal. Not even to save his legs. It's when we need a goal and you're captain. And your creative player is getting subbed. So Arteta would rather play him for 60 minutes to prove a point and then take him off when we're desperate than just to drop him. And that's how his mind works. So every decision he makes, it's about not being proven wrong. It's why he won't play Lewis Kelly in midfield. It's why all his decisions go that way. And if you run a club that way or any business, you'll run it into the ground. If you cut off your nose to spite your face all the time, you run it into the ground. And it's why we will go down the way we're going now, because he won't rotate. He plays injured players. And the Odegaard thing, and Havertz now is going to get forced back in. He'll break down again, but for the next few weeks, you'll see Havertz in the starting lineup.
But if you see, Shane, if you see what he's doing as well, when he gets subbed, he's giving the armband to Saka, another player that has no form. I don't get that move. Like Saka's not inspiring you.
He's not even form. It's just his personality. You don't look at them and think, oh my God,
no way.
They're going to go
So even when he gets subbed, it's like, well, you're getting subbed now. Give it to Rice, but he gives it to Saka. So
Marino was a captain the other night. Marino was a captain the other night, ahead of Ben White. There was loads of players that could have been when we made a load of changes, and he made Marino captain, who's only been there a year and a bit. He doesn't want a captain that will stand up to him. That's his biggest nightmare. He doesn't want a captain that will. He wants a captain that will mimic what he says. A captain that will rat on his teammates, and he's that guy in the classroom that when the teacher leaves, he goes up the front with the notepad.
He wants a Gary Neville, the shop steward. That's the one. Everything back to Fergie. Yeah, boss. They was down the pub till midnight drinking. Yeah, that's
because apparently Ethan fell out with Ethan Wanyeri said something to Odegaard in training. That was a rumor a few months ago that he called him something or other.
And then he got benched.
Ethan's been. Then he got benched. Don't dare talk to him. You can just imagine Odegaard go, he called me this, Scapper, he called me.
Mad, isn't it?
Ethan has done a good thing. He's gone away to Marseille in his debut. That's the sort of player that you need that can run at
Proper
players,
Yeah.
goes and scores a fantastic goal.
Scored a good goal. Yeah, I watched it.
We
Yeah,
ain't got that player. Do you know what I mean? And
Who's that? Deserby, isn't it? That's
yeah,
Deserby.
Deserby,
yeah, deserve it. Yeah.
Just talk. We're on the captain thing. Just talking about captains, and let's sort of talk about some illustrious captains that we had, and the reason why they're captains and what followed them. So Tony Adams. Yeah, I'm not even going to go back as far.
Did you not see the interview with him, though? Tony Adams. He spoke on it.
Yeah,
He
I know.
spoke on the captaincy.
But people.
Oh, did he? What?
Yeah, he spoke on it. Yeah, he spoke on it. Yeah,
I mean, we spoke on this time.
Yeah, he spoke on it.
Look, wait, he's going to get his. When are you going to get that signed?
A couple of weeks, be meeting. A couple of weeks.
Yeah, mate, have a word in his ear, yeah.
But he was on a sit down, no, and he spoke about it. Yeah, about the captaincy. Yeah, he spoke. About it.
But the problem is the top fans came at him. They didn't
I realised that.
Him, he's an alcoholic and that. You're disrespecting our captain, that has won cups and trophies for us, and they're disrespecting him. This man knows football back to front. He couldn't say nothing. He's gripping up people in that changing room. Yeah.
Oh,
he's not Odegaard. He'd be fixing his hair. That's what he is. You don't see him. You look at games where he's meant to away and at home. I mean, even I'll say even Ozil's got a little bit about him.
Yeah.
Compared to Odegaard, because he doesn't turn up in big games. He doesn't impose himself. What he does very well is pass the ball back. Pretender, the great pretender. You can see behind. He's a great pretender, just like Arteta and the rest of the team. Unfortunately, because we can't get it over the line. And Tony Adams, 1988 to 2002, known as Mr. What? Mr. Arsenal, right? The most successful captain. Can you say that about Odegaard? No, you can't. Winning 4 top flight in every decade. Come on, man. What we doing here? Patrick Vieira, 2002 to 2005. What did he do? Invincibles. Yeah, neither I go on. When it does come down to Martin Odegaard, this is what they said. This is what Mikel Arteta one was 2014, 2000 Leeds that led the team to FA Cup success. Well, okay, well done. Martin Odegaard, currently leading the team, present Charity Shield.
Wow.
You know what I mean? How this guy's the captain, I don't know. And you know, when this whole thing came up about Tony Adams talking about him, he was asked in the press conference and he turned around and said, the group voted for him. Yeah, ironic. The group voted for him, and it was 100%, 110%.
The group voted for who? Sorry,
for Odegaard. The players voted for him.
They did.
I know, nonsense.
And then he said that they had a revote the day before Tony Adams said what he said. And people believe him. He says these things in press conferences.
That's not true. That's not true.
He's got the fan base, isn't he?
The only way he would have done that after the Tony Adams thing is he would have sat them all down and stood Martin Odegaard in front of them and said, "Now, do you want him?" You know what I mean? So they're going, if he was ever going to do it, he'd do it.
He's sitting right there, isn't he?
He lies relentlessly in press conferences. So they never question him. If you do, you're out. You're one from Sky Sports.
Just do a silent vote, Shane.
He was straight out.
First team squad, silent vote. Who do you want as captain?
Yeah. Look, and what team votes for the captain? No team votes for the captain.
Yeah,
he lies like that all the time, and nobody questions him.
Yeah, that's a gaffer's choice. And players know that if they come out and say, "Actually, no, that's not what happened," he benches them.
But you know, most managers, it's really hard for them when they've appointed you as the captain.
Yeah, and you're thinking of.
Because you remember we had this issue with Harry.
Yeah, exactly. And
it was only when the new manager came in, Ten Hag, he took it away.
Yeah, he just
But Tony Adams lost his for England when I can't remember who it was took the job, but they took it off him, and he says it in that Odegaard thing.
Yes, he said it. He said it in that interview. He said it. Yeah,
and he jokingly says, "Oh, that was a mistake." He's laughing, but he knows that it's time. It was time to hand it over. You know,
I remember happening to Rio.
If a new manager came into us, Odegaard wouldn't be captain. That'd be taken off him. Second, a new manager came in. But now the thing with these fans is it doesn't matter who's captain. What it does. Because the captain can go to the manager and say, "We need a rest," or and Arteta doesn't want that.
But do you think the players are not Odegaard? Some of the players are going to the manager saying, "Look, we need some freedom. We need to
No, Not these players. He's made sure he got rid of all those players. He got rid of Aubameyang, Ozil, Guendouzi, Emi Martinez straight away. That was his thing. Get rid of all of them. The only problem is when you have these type of players, it's all well and good, but these players will get you second. They'll get you semi-finals, and that's what we've seen. You need a Roy Keane, and you need several of them. You need characters. You need Henry with that bit of arrogance. Any player like that, they're out. He won't have them. He got rid of them all. That was his first mission when he came in, because Granit Xhaka grabbed a Brighton player, I think it was, by the neck.
Right. Yeah, he was a Brighton player,
yeah. And then Guendouzi did the same thing a month later, and Guendouzi never played again, and Xhaka got the captaincy. So he had his favourites. As soon as he came in, he knew, well, he'll do what I say. He'll do what I say. He won't do what I say. You're out. And Aubameyang, that quote's going around again now when he went to Barcelona. He said he just wants kids because he can manipulate them. He doesn't manage.
He can't manage you can't manage characters. You can't manage characters.
Initially, when that quote came out, you just figured it was a character clash.
Yeah.
And he was hitting out, but actually maybe there was some truth to that.
He was spot on.
Yeah. This one from Eric. Big up Eric, man. He says Odegaard isn't a bad player. Arteta's drilled him into a safety first mentality. He just ain't the captain. Shane, I'm gonna put this to you because obviously we watch this player day in, week out. Do you agree with that statement?
To an extent, yeah, he isn't a bad player, but again, you don't win leagues with someone who isn't a bad player. He's not a very good player. For me, he wouldn't get in the top 4 any other team. He's been played out of position, and he has been drilled into. They all have. We've said, as Views says, big of the Views, that he turns them into sporks. Any attacking player, he just takes that edge off them, and they just look at Madueke. Not that he was ever good, but he's even taken a bit away from him. Saka, all of them. Martinelli had 12 in 14 under Emery as an 18-year-old, 12 goals in 14. He scored 1 in the league this season. So he does that to players, but Odegaard was never it. He was never the guy, and he never will be. For me, he's an average player, and he'd be better off at a Valencia or something like that. He might be okay there where he gets a bit of space, and if they give him a bit of freedom, he could do things. But even his record for Norway is he's only got like 7 assists in like 80-something games or something like that, and they're against Liechtenstein.
He's the captain.
You know, and he's the captain. So
he's captain for Norway as well. Yeah.
He's easy on the eye, but if you watch him, there was a clip of the United game where he did what he always does, and now the clips are coming out, and we're going, we've been saying this for 2 years, he's been doing this, where he runs sideways across the pitch, and everyone's making runs, and then he just flicks it back to the defender. He's got 100,000 a week pass completion bonus in his contract. That's why he just comes deep and gets the ball and plays it to the side. He never cuts the defence open. He'll take the odd shot. His only job is to get the ball and just lay it out to Saka. Now that's agreeing there with the point then as well that was made there, because he's been turned into this. But even without it, I mean, he couldn't cut it at Madrid. They knew he wasn't good enough. Yeah, that's all you really need to know. They knew he wasn't the man, so they let him go. And Madrid, no good players. For me, he's a decent player, but I don't want him in my team. I don't want him in
I don't like safety first.
No,
players anyway.
We gotta be guys. We gotta be risky, and I want to kind of combine. I want to combine the game that we had with you, and obviously we can throw in Gary Neville. Sort of just combine the two things. And the first point I made is about Arsenal and this manager cannot handle the pressure. Well done to Carrick. You schooled Mikel again as an interim manager. Schooled him twice now. Okay. Yeah. And then there's the bit about Gary Neville saying that, you know, is he going a bit over the top and saying that, you know, this team is completely transformed under Carrick and that, and you know, they're thrown caution. I mean, when they were talking with Roy Keane and that, the fans were getting really excited because they said they've seen this DNA. I don't know if you've seen that DNA that's come back with Carrick. With Carrick, I know you're shaking your head, JP.
No, I'm saying I'm shaking my head as in I can't believe the transformation.
Oh, right. Okay, fair play.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying Man United's back and all that jargon, because there's still a lot of tests that we've got to come through. But I think D would understand this. Like, you guys will know, you watch your team game in, game out. Doesn't matter how much you can't stand the manager, doesn't matter how much you can't stand the football, you still watch it anyway, right? And this United, under Amorim, United was a hard watch.
Yeah.
We had flashes. It was that whole safety first.
Yeah.
You take off every game, at least 2 centre halves are coming off, and 2 more centre halves are coming on.
It was just
there's no there's no front foot. I mean,
It was horrible to watch.
You think about the Everton game. Everton went down to 10 men, and Manchester United still played with 3 defenders at the back, barking nobody.
Yeah. He actually made the subs and brought the defenders on. And even the commentator was saying he needs a goal. Why are you bringing on a centre back? It's like take a centre back off, and and where there. The amount of times me and JP called each other like, brother, like we're just on the phone losing our minds, and should have come to me and said,
so frustrating.
I apologize as well because we can't believe what we're watching here.
He played 5 at the back against Grimsby as well, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
5 at the back. And then he played the 4 at the back, got a win, and then went back to the 5 at the back for the next.
Yeah, and that was because he said,
he
said in the press conference that it was the press that was pressuring him, so he went to that. And I asked you, JP, about that, and you saying that when you played that system, that you played more fluid and everything. And then all of a sudden, he went back to what he knows. He's just literally factory reset. Just like, Arteta hasn't factory reset yet. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
But the most frustrating thing about that is, and it comes back down to the same thing you guys are talking about, Arteta, in terms of stubborn and arrogance, all that sort of stuff. It comes down to that because he actually sat in a press conference and told us that he cannot play 5 at the back because he doesn't have the players to play it. And the next game, he plays 5 at the back.
Yeah. And
we don't win. We didn't win another game after he did that. After we played 4, won the game, then he went back to a 5. We never won again until he got sacked.
I think he was
proving a point. I think there came a point where he spoke to his missus and she said, I want to go home and you're not doing a good job. So he just torpedoed it. And that's why he went back to the back 5.
You get paid off. Then you get paid off.
Yeah, and that's why I said to you guys, he was never going to walk. There was always going to have to fire him. And I remember
the big speech he gave? Remember the big speech he gave last year about about money? I'll walk away. I'll do all this crap.
You see, I said it at the time when Radcliffe did his interview. We were on a panel with Norms, and it just come out the Radcliffe one where he said, "Oh, he's going to be here for 3 years. Look at Arteta." I said, they're playing chicken. I think they're playing chicken where Amarin's trying to get sacked, and Radcliffe's saying, "Well, you're here for 3 years, mate. So you may as well make it. You may as well get used to it." I thought they were trying to play chicken. They were playing chicken to see.
He never wanted to give him the money, Shane.
That's what I mean. So he was letting them know you're here no matter what, mate. You are staying. So you may as well get. So if you want to leave, you can walk. And I think Amarin called his bluff. Then he was clever enough to take a pop at the board without specifically saying it. Everybody knew what he was talking about. Yeah. And then he was.
I reckon he had a conversation with Mourinho, and Mourinho told him what to do.
Yeah,
because
this is how you do it.
This is how you do it. This is how you get sacked and get all your money. You don't walk away without your money.
Yeah, Mourinho's the king of it, isn't he?
And to be fair, guys, I actually get it. I actually get when a man says, "I ain't walking. You gotta fire me." Because
would you walk? Would you walk? And then
you wouldn't.
If our jobs were like that, we could sign 5-year
different pressure though. That's a different pressure though. When you're in the public eye all the time, it is a lot.
It is. But what I mean is, if you was unhappy in your job and you knew. If I got them to sack me, they're going to pay me. For 5 years.
You're leaving with you're leaving with millions. Yeah.
You have to.
It'd be a bit easier to stick it out, wouldn't it? It'd be a bit easier to stick it out.
You know.
Yeah. So, because even that day, you see him walking near his house with his missus, and there's reporters there. He shakes reporters' hands. He's smiling. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm fine. Yeah, it's cool." Like it's almost like he went, "Oh, thank God for that."
Yeah, he looked happier. He
was waiting for it, Norms. He was
McTominay did that. McTominay, Hoyland, when he landed over in Naples, his acne had cleared up on the flight over. You know what I mean? He didn't clear up on the flight over. His stress was gone. His acne had even cleared up when he got off the plane.
Man, he was like a different person, wasn't
it? The pressure in that scene, and he all started coming out after Amarin left that he just couldn't understand the scrutiny that comes with the job. He couldn't. He just couldn't. He couldn't live with it. And I think how many times you see it? They come with jet black hair, and all of a sudden, every press conference you see more and more grey.
More grey.
No pressure on
him. Yeah, but that's the problem. Look at Arteta's hair. Do you see one piece of grey hair there? It's completely black.
His hairline's gone forward. He's actually got a preceding hairline.
That's called just for men, guys. That's called just for men.
There's no pressure on him. 6 years without a trophy, not a bother.
Yeah.
Oh my God! The man is growing. He's growing a hairline. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I just think Arteta has I think he's got a problem in the sense that somehow he's got to galvanize this team to believe that they can win. Because I think every little setback you have now, how it just adds to more, and you know what adds pressure? The fans are adding pressure because it's the fans,
magnified, Jay.
The players, every mistake that's made, the fans are on the case. There's a big, obviously, contingent of the fans that like Arteta, but there's a huge contingent that don't. And so I think the fan pressure, they feel that. Because imagine this, you'll play at home, you lose your first home game of the Premier League season in January, and there's a contingent of the home fans that boo you.
But you see, this is the thing, though. Like we were saying, this is a culmination of 5 years of doing the same.
I do get
like, because we know what's coming. And we've drawn at Liverpool. We've drawn, like City have had this massive slump, right? They've 3 points out of a possible 12. But they went into December 7 points behind us. They've closed the gap with that slump. The people like the people closest to it can see it. A lot of people outside of Arsenal just see, oh well, we're top. But if you're watching us every week, you know this is coming. And then when you see again the fitness of the players, it's only going to get worse from now on in. Not just injuries, the players are just drained. You can see Declan Rice getting annoyed. Odegaard ain't it. There's boos. You have them fighting in the tunnel and stuff like that. The players know what's coming, and this is where we don't have that player or players like a Roy Keane to stand up and take them by the scruff of the neck, and it's not going to happen. They're too regimented, and it's falling apart again. And I just don't see any way that it's going to go. It's just too long in the season left for him to fix it, and he doesn't know how.
I think Harry said it in the comments that something about the mentality of the Arsenal players, and he just thinks if City start winning, you guys don't have the mentality.
We still have to go to the Etihad as well
to match them game for. But by the way, guys, I'm pretty sure Harry used to be like a West Ham supporter or something. I don't remember him doing this like die hard gooner. Anyway, but you know, I'm just saying.
I'm gonna do something here. This is I'm going to do what we call a summing up of our weekend against you guys, I'm going to get Shane to do it. So I'm going to present Shane. I'm going to present you with some pictures, and I'll need you to do your commentary and summing up.
This is going to be
or
funny.
your punditry. I need you to do your punditry, guys, right, I'm putting Shane on the spot here. I'm putting him on the spot. But
can I just say, before you get it up, Norman, you're going to have to clip this up as a short, because I know it's going to be good.
I don't think Arteta can do it. I've already done that one. I've just gone through that. I've gone right back. Let me just go here. Hold on a second. What's this one here? Honestly, Man U's win was mentally detrimental. I've done that one. I've seen that one, which is insurmountable. Yep. Yeah, this is just like I don't know. Harry, was you a West Ham fan? I know Leon was definitely an Arsenal fan, secret Arsenal fan. But anyway, let's get to it, because Shane likes to do parodies on his show, and I'm going to do one now. So Shane, we're going to sum up the weekend, and guys, you feel free to come in as well. But Shane is going to be the main guy, because I know Shane loves Harry. Arteta. So Shane, I want you to describe this.
Well, that's definitely the Arteta way, isn't it? No, you don't. You play my way. Everybody's tied down. Everybody's restricted. They're not allowed to express themselves, and that basically sums it up. That's what we see on the pitch every week. We see players, even if they go, you only have to look at the Mad Wakey scoring that screamer against Bruges, dropped for 5 games. Eze scores a hat-trick against Tottenham, dropped for 5 games. And that's if you want to do it catchphrase style, I suppose that's it's all there. No, you don't. You play my way. Restricted, reining them in, and spot on. Absolutely spot on.
Okay. So the Big D, I don't know if you want to come in counter that, or do you actually agree with the punditry of
I totally agree with it. It's what we've been seeing now. Like, he needs to take the handbrake off. Just take the handbrake off on your most creative players. Yep. And everyone stays, the rest of them stay disciplined. Your most creative players, just take the handbrake off and see what happens. He's got to take a risk. Like I said earlier, he has to be brave. You were telling me that he's not a brave guy. So
okay. Oh, okay. JP, any thoughts on our the way we play? Do you think this is a real true account of us, a reflection of how Arteta deals with his forwards?
No, I tell you what, right? Amarim scarred me, right? In the sense of what Amarim did. No, he did. He made me not want to watch anybody who was successful, and I just watched United, and then I didn't want to see anybody else. But now I've been watching more and more of you guys' teams. I think Wenger, as Shane mentioned earlier, summarised it perfectly because there's no fluidity in the way you play. It's just everyone's restricted, everyone's tight, everyone feels like there's something up their arse, right? Because they can't run freely. And I think you've got like
pause on that one, bro.
This is almost like you're going back to boring Arsenal again, the George Graham days.
But I think Shane's going to come in here and disagree with you there in terms of what George Graham did. And we had a conversation about George Graham in terms of, he played some good football. He was known for like rigidity and defense. It's not like this. It's not this bad, man. It's not this bad.
It's not like this. I agree. But anyway, sorry. That was the point.
The boring Arsenal moniker, Kate, was in from the 40s or 50s. I can't remember what manager it was. If Jez is in, you'll know. But it was an Arsenal manager who came up with it, and as a complimentary thing, we don't care how we win. And then it came back to George Graham. But the George Graham, like 1991, where we only lost one game, we had 4-1s, 5-1s, 6-1s, 6-0s. We were smashing teams, and we had Merson, Rocastle, Alan Smith. We had Golden Boot winners. Smith won the Golden Boot twice. It was at times boring, but it was like the AC Milan team under Capello in the 90s, where it got the thing of being boring just because we only let in 16 goals or whatever it was that season, or 18 goals, I think it was. Yeah. So it got that. But no, it was. The last year of George Graham was boring, but this is different level of boring the point where I noticed, and I think this is the perfect way to sum it up. In the United game, I think it was about the 94th minute. We were 3-2 down. Remember when we still had 4 defenders on, by the way, in the 94th minute, which is just insanity when you need a goal. He was afraid of letting in a fourth because we haven't let in 3 since Luton 2.5 years ago, but with 4 has been that he cares about these records. But the ball went out for a throw, and Matt Wakey picked it up, and he's only been under this guy 6 months, and it was like he knew he had to take a quick throw, but something kicked in, and he just stopped. And he handed the ball to Ben White, and everybody got back in position in injury time. When we just throw the ball back in, it was like something clicked in him, and he just had to stop. Yeah. And then Ben White takes it and waits a minute, and everybody's getting back into position. And there's only 2 or 3 minutes left on the clock. It's like he was so programmed that he just
they're really
so drilled. Like this guy's on the sideline every pass. You can hear him telling them which way to pass it. It's madness.
Okay. Man will run deep to collect the ball, run forwards 5 yards to turn around and pass back or sideways. Not my captain. There's no risk. Too many backward passes, not forward. Arsenal need to be braver and take more risks. This is from our previous captain, great, fantastic Patrick Vieira, and even he is getting heat for saying this. Yeah, because this is what we are. We are predictable. We don't take no risks. Shane. Go for it, my bruv.
Yeah, well, apparently now Vieira's nothing but a failed manager. That's what a lot of these so-called Arsenal fans are coming out and saying. Yeah. Oh, there's no one they won't go after. If you badmouth this manager, there's no one that they won't go. Tony Adams got death threats. You know what I mean? So did Thierry Henry. I mean, that's what we're dealing with. But this is exactly it. Like I said, there was that Odegaard moment in the game when he came, ran the whole width of the pitch and just flicked it back. And Odegaard represents everything that's wrong with this club. And he's a representation of the manager who's everything that's wrong with the club. It's all going to blow up around us this season. You don't win leagues playing like that. You don't. I'm sorry, you don't win the big one. You don't win cup finals, especially against City if we get them in the League Cup final. And that's it. Like what Vieira said is what me and Norms and Lee and all these people have been saying for 2 or 3 years now. And it's only when someone comes out and say it, they go, "Oh my God, is that really the case?" And you go, "Yeah, everybody's seen it before." Now Odegaard will obviously get a rest tonight, but he'll be in the starting lineup against Leeds.
Yeah, he's going to start.
He'll be leading the team out against Leeds.
He will start.
Like I said before, this manager will die on the hill.
You mentioned something about the if we get to the finals and meet Man City, the likelihood is that we might not do it. So this is from SA Scouser. I just thought I'd star it. Thoughts if Arteta can't make it to the Carabao Cup final?
Mm.
Do they act?
I have a bad feeling about the Chelsea game.
Mm.
If they have their midfield back and they start moving it through as quickly, they could easily. They only need to win 1-0 to take the penalties.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Because there's no extra time in that, is it, guys? It's straight to penalties.
No, straight to penalties. Yeah.
Crazy.
They didn't have their midfield last time, and any team that moves it quickly through midfield cuts us open, like Hughes did, like United did. If they have Reece James bossed our midfield at Stamford Bridge, and they were down to 10 men for an hour, he did it on his own. He bossed all three midfielders. So if they have Reece James, Caicedo, and Enzo back, they didn't have Reece James or Enzo last time. I could see them easily causing an upset. Well, it would be an upset, I suppose.
Okay, there were some other records. There were some stats that Sky brought up. So this is our attacks. Shane has shared it on his channel, and I'm sure numerous people have shared it. Some people think it's a conspiracy theory against Arsenal. You know, some people are very offended by this, and they.
How can you be offended by stats?
I don't know, but they are offended. Listen,
conspiracy. It's just fact.
If you look at the stat, though, guys, if you look at the stat, right, even though them 4 players were on 4 goals, they triggering people by putting own goals above them 4 players.
It's true, it's still just a fact. You know, it's.
Well, they seem to think that Sky's got something against Arsenal. I mean, Sky the biggest when it comes to gaslighting and whatever, and bigging us up and everything. Listen, that's what this is. This is our attack, guys. This is our so-called
goals in it. That's fine.
You know, attack. Victor Gokres, who scored 39
goals. What's your thoughts on it? Do you think he'll come good?
Not under this manager. Yeah. Not under this manager. Even this Julian Alvarez talk. Let's just put it to bed now. And even if Julian Alvarez did come to us, same thing would happen to him.
He'd be on 5 goals as well.
He'd be on 5 goals. Arteta is a killer of attackers. He kills all. How can you have someone like Victor Gokres? How can you have someone like Eberezer who, not going to say single-handedly, but won them the FA Cup final? Victor Gokres scoring the amount of goals he did, Sporting Lisbon, and he comes here. Are you telling me this is a coincidence? No.
2 of them are penalties as well, no.
There you go.
No, is it?
3 of Eberezer was in 1 game, wasn't it?
Yeah, against Tottenham.
That's right. Yeah.
This is what we're dealing with.
Yes, yeah, it did. Yeah.
You know, this is what we're dealing with. And sorry, this is. I thought I'd do
this isn't really good, is it? No, this is shocking.
There you go. Now, again, a certain man had issues with this as well, so he thought he'd drag up City's one as well. Barring that, Haaland scored 19 goals. So yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't know what the point is. They just bring this up to basically say that there is a problem with our attack. There is a problem with our attack, and it lies at one man's feet, and that's Mikel Arteta. Defensively, he can do what he needs with the defense, but when it comes to our attack, that's what I'm saying. You go back to 22-23, so I don't know what happened, why he decided that he's going to go away from that style. I have no idea why he's done it, but he's done. Well, I do know because he's PTSD. This guy goes into games, every game this season. I'm not convinced. How many convincing wins have we seen? Real convincing wins. Probably could count on one hand. And we haven't played a full 90 convincingly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm worried about going. We're going away to Leeds. I don't know what we're going to get. I don't know. I should be saying, yeah, we're going to go to Leeds and turn them over. I don't know. I really don't know. The likelihood we probably get, the best we could probably get is a draw. I mean, they might come and shock us because I don't know what Arsenal you're going to get. But
can you guys do me a favour though? Can you do me a favour though, Norm? Can you and Shane do me a favour? Either one of you, can you replace that Arsenal guy who goes on the overlap?
Oh, Pinkus.
Pinkus or Miss Moneypenny. Which one?
No, the dude. Who's the one that says? Who's the one that goes on like this? Declan Rice, like he's Ronaldinho.
Is that Pinkus? Pinkus, or is it Miss Moneypenny?
No, it's not a guy. It's a dude. It's not
Yeah, I
lady,
know, but
it's
that's right. No, but that's how everybody plays.
Oh, wow. I'll let you know.
Has he got
He
curly?
was on. He was on.
Has he got curly? Has he got curly hair? Kind of curly hair.
Nah, he ain't got curly hair.
It must be. It must be.
What is that the
Shane,
fan show?
Shane's got a picture of him on his channel on his background.
Oh, it's Pincus. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Pincus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the fan one? Is that Jay? The fan
Royce
one?
is generational, and
The generation.
these guys are.
They
don't.
The guy just deluded.
Yeah, they all are. They all are, unfortunately. But this is the thing here that if Norms, if you could pull that up there, if
Yeah, but which one?
Down there. I'll just put something down.
Yeah. I can add that to you.
Because Norms was saying about the games where we played well. These are the games where for about 60 minutes or more where we played well, where we've been more dominant. The Villa one's not in it because we only played well for about 15 minutes and they could have been 2-0 up. But we beat Inter 3-1, Atletico 4-0, Bayern 3-1, Leeds 5-0, and Tottenham 4-1. Odegaard played in one of these games, the Leeds one. He got injured after 20 minutes, went off, and we won 5-0. He didn't play in any of the others. And that's this season. And he'll start every game. Eze got a hat-trick in the Tottenham one. He set up Gyökeres in the Leeds one. He's set up Martinelli in the Bayern one. But that's there without Odegaard because we moved the ball quicker. It's not necessarily about Eze, but without Odegaard, that's the only time that we've dominated.
And Shane, did he not play in those games because of injury? Was it injury why he didn't play in those games?
He was injured, yeah. He was injured. And that's it. So it's not even about who's replacing him. It's just when he's not in the team, we move the ball quicker. But Arteta will insist on playing him all the way through. Even if his job depends on it, he'll still keep playing him, which is the sign of a narcissist. He'd rather just do it his way or fail miserably. There's no in between with him. No leeway. But that's all you need to see is that. But without him, we play much better every time. I think we've won 12 and drawn 1 or something without him. The rest have been the bad performances are when he's there.
But he's a creative spark. He's created chances in the top 10.
Well, I hear all this comparison between him and Bruno all the time. Who's a better player and stuff.
Listen, I'll tell you this. I don't like Bruno's. I don't like his character, his ways, but I'll have him all day long. I'll have him all day long.
Bruno's a match.
He's a proper captain. He's a proper. I don't know.
Player. He puts himself about.
I know you've got your thing about him. I know.
And the thing is, and I've said this a few times, I was always concerned that we had Bruno and Rashford as our main characters trying to get back to the glory days. I felt like a team couldn't survive with both of them. You know what I mean? And even like with Mason Mount now, I think having Mason Mount and Bruno in the same team doesn't always work for me. I feel like they're very similar players. So now Bruno back in the 10 is where he was supposed to play from the start of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
not a double pivot. Supposed to play.
Yeah. And I don't know how many times we said it on air, Norms, that he just keeps playing the square and the round pegs and saying, you go, that works. And you're like, bro, it don't work. And we're not even, you know what I mean? FIFA registered coaches, and we can see what you're doing is retarded, bro. Yet you kept doing it and getting paid a lot of money as well. I mean, I'm actually annoyed that he walked away with nearly 7 million. I just like, you see that nonsense right there? You failed and you got compensated for it.
Yeah.
Worst manager post Fergie. Worst manager post Fergie.
And walked away with a chunker change. Can retire his kids and his grandkids, everything. Put like 500 grand there for you, 500 grand there for you. Me and Mrs. Keep 4 million.
Ballon d'Or contender. See, look.
This is what we're dealing with, guys. This is what we're dealing with.
Is that who?
That's what the same Arsenal fan said on the overlap.
Is it?
Yeah.
But they plant them. They listen. We got spin doctors. Arteta should go for presidency or prime minister. Literally, I was watching Shane's show. Big up to Shane and Views. Yeah. I mean, and they were talking about the fact that these guys will spin it for this guy. You know what I mean? Tom Canton talked about it was the best press conference, and you're going to understand why. But before we get to the reason why it's the best press conference, right? This is what I feel how the game went in it. This is the conclusion of the game, and I think Shane would actually agree with me. So, Shane, I want you to just tell me what you think of this picture.
Where's those finding stuff from? Is he funny?
Oh, that's spot on. That's spot on. It's all he is. Yeah, like we said, you need a goal at the very end, and you still have 4 defenders on the pitch. You bring a Madwakey on, fine, bring him on, but take off a defender. Still had 1 up front, and his mind was, "Well, I don't want to let in a 4th. I don't want to let in a 4th because that'll look worse than a 3-2 loss." Who does that, by the way? Who thinks that way? Only this guy. He's done it before. He bottled us. People think, oh, last season the injuries. We didn't have that many injuries when Newcastle dog walked us in the semis, 4-0 on aggregate.
Right.
We didn't have a shot in one of the games. And people just sweep it under the carpet. And then they say they want Emery sacked because he lost 4-1 in the European final. At least he got to a final. We lost 4-0 to Newcastle. So that's him, true and true. It's coming. That's the thing. That's why the boos were there, because everybody knows. They know what's coming. They know, they can see it coming. And people say it's PTSD. Maybe there's a bit of that. But if we had a different manager, I wouldn't be worried. I'd be going, yeah, we'll get over the line.
I guess I get the frustration of the fans. I guess the point I'm trying to make. Do you think though that the fact that as soon as something bad happens, the fact that the fans remember the past and that reflects out today, that's not going to help the team in any way try and get over the line? Because I guess for Arsenal, what they just need to do is win the title. It doesn't matter how they win it. It doesn't matter if they win it with this boring football. They just need to win it.
Yeah,
they just need to get over the
have
line.
They got them? Okay, even with this kind of, have they got the mentality to do it? That's the big question.
Well,
even with this, because I saw it evidently this weekend. I saw it against Liverpool when we had. Listen, we could have been going into this game playing you guys maybe 11, probably 12. 13 points.
Yeah, I agree.
We're now 4 points.
Yeah, I agree.
We're now 4 points. Yeah, and people can say, "Oh, we're still 4 points ahead. Don't worry about it. We move." Listen, draw a couple of games. Man City right behind us. Not only Man City,
Villa.
There's another team called Aston Villa who've just signed. What's his name?
Tammy Abraham and Douglas Luiz.
And then Luiz.
You know what? No, it's funny because after that win, so in my other fantasy group, there's quite a lot of Arsenal fans. So one of the guys, Marcel, he gets called out by a guy we call Pastor Fred, right? Because he's a chief deacon, but we just call him Pastor Fred. And Pastor Fred said, well, you know what, we helped you out with Man City win, and then we done the favor to the Blue Mans, but we didn't really want to do that favor. And he said, and now it's 4 points, and so he said, no, correction, this is the Arsenal guy. He goes, no, it's 12 points. So I said, 12. I said, what, are you inviting us to the title race when we're in interim mode? And the chat just went nuts. He got crucified. You know what? I'm like, you can't be inviting us 12 points off in interim mode to the title race. That's what he's saying. No. We're 12 points in front of humans. I said, bro, you just lost to us.
Yeah. So
how does that work? We're not in a title race. We're in interim mode. And then, the chat just cooked him. The Liverpool fans, whatever, just cooked him. But it's that mentality where if the fans stop putting pressure on the team, I don't think the team overthink so many things. Like you said, the backward and sideward passing, they go and attack. And then him as a manager, he's just got to say, right, like I said earlier, take the handbrakes up. The front four, just go and create. Go get me some goals. Everybody else, stay compact. Midfield, just let them do it. And I think that's what this is what Carrick's done. He's just said, right, forget that you're all playing your positions.
Simple. Absolutely simple.
Right. Play your positions and create. Because there's enough up front. Because remember, we literally replaced our whole front three in the summer. Let them go and cook, which Amorim wouldn't let them do. Because you've got to stay in the 10. I don't want you going out wide. No, he needs to go out wide. That's where he creates from. If you look at Brian and Bumu, it was last season. It was only Salah that created more than him from that position. No one else with that left foot on the right hand side created more than Brian and Bumu for Brentford than Salah. And yet this guy said, "Now I want you to stay tight and talking as a 10." It's not really my game, Governor. Yeah, but it's your game now. And there you go. The rest is history. He walked away with 7 million.
These modern managers just complicate things.
They think they know the cheat code. They think they know the cheat code to football, and it's
hippies.
It's really like everything everyone did before doesn't matter. I know what I'm doing. I'm the guy. Amorim told us. Amorim spent months and months telling us that Kobe Mainu and Casemiro can't play together.
Yep, that's what he said.
And he actually had us starting to believe he was right. Or maybe they can't then.
Why would you even say something like that, though? In case
Why
you do need
would-
them to play together.
Thank you very much, Shay. Well, he turned around and told us that Dorgu, Dorgu plays like a player that's not got any confidence. Like, what's he trying to... He told us when he first joined, he's going to back the players to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
He did do that. He just threw them under the bus every moment
just
he could.
torpedo them one by one. Yep.
Every moment he could, he threw them under the bus. And we're having to... And see, what you're finding now is players are just free. This is why when he talks about the DNA, we're actually just watching players play free. You take Dorgu got injured against you guys, right? We're winning that game 2-1 at that point. And if this was under Amarim, he's taking Dorgu off and he's putting the centre half on, mate.
Yep.
He took Dorgu off and put on Sesko.
Yep.
Positivity. We're winning the game. He's not trying to hold. He wasn't trying to just defend. He was just still trying to go for the game.
Yeah, well, listen. This see, and this is like Arteta in that Sunderland game. He takes off an attacking player and brings on a defender so that he doesn't.
That's really frustrating.
So there's no risk. There's no risk. You have to take risk in games.
Have you heard Fergie say that? Have you heard Fergie talk about like his philosophy when he was the manager about essentially, especially if you're losing? He's like, if you're losing, what is the point of playing with a flat back four? We're losing the game.
Yep.
Go for it.
Let's commit some players forward because the opposition have to respond to that.
Yeah.
So you might lose another goal.
How many times have you heard, they talk about Fergie time? And it might sound, you might think, they're running. I don't know. They went for it. I mean, I used to turn on games where it was like 2-2 and it's like in the 90th minute and then all of a sudden, bang, bang. They've won the game. How many times has Man United done that?
Yeah, Klopp did it as well, didn't it? Was it Klopp that was doing it? Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Again, Norm, it goes back to that word, be brave.
Be brave.
You're trying to win a title. I'm actually hearing Arsenal fans saying on my other chat about, you know what, I think we should just allow the league now and just go in the Champions League. I'm like, bro, you're too close to do that foolishness. What are you talking about? If you're in the drivers, because basically what they're saying is that the Champions League's easier to win. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to step back. But these are like younger generation that you can't talk to.
I think it's a good year for Arsenal.
In that game, when that goal from Cunha, how on earth he scored that goal, I don't know. In terms of, we had 5 players, right, closing in on, I think it was 3 of your players. I think it was Dallo, Bruno, and Cunha. And somehow they played through us, right? Gabriel backs off. He's got his hands behind his back. Yeah. Just do something. Don't close him down. Do something.
Yeah.
But no, you're standing off with your hands behind your back. In the
and you know you can hit them from there.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know Cunha can do that. And the problem is we ain't got those kind of players. Listen, SA is our moments player. Yeah? But he's not even allowed to even come on. I mean, he scores a hat trick. He puts him on the left-hand side for Aston Villa. What happens? Right? Has a bad game, then you don't see him for 5-6 games. This is what Arteta does.
He's sabotaging him on purpose, no?
But you know this though about some of these managers. There's certain players who can have a bad game, like Odegaard, as you're saying. He can have a bad game. It doesn't matter. He's picked.
He's picked. Yeah.
But there's another guy who isn't one of his guys or one of his favourites. They can't have a bad game. We see that raw. D and I used to moan about this all the time. Bruno, when he wasn't playing well at the start of the season, in his out of position anyway, he could have a bad game and he'd play the whole 90 minutes. It doesn't make a difference, and he'd be back in the game the next day. Someone else can't do that.
Yeah.
It's the same with Delo as well, who we found out that was distantly related. You're like, get this guy off the pitch, and he's 94 minutes.
He needs to get replaced ASAP.
He's still there. Just one quick thing here. This is the last thing on Arsenal, and we're going to quickly wrap up because I want to go and watch the rest of the Arsenal game. Even though that's a dead rubber game, but who cares? He wants to break another record, innit? Everybody, we won 8 games in history. Let's see if it leads to us lifting big ears. That's what I want to say. Now, Shane, I heard you go through Mikel Arteta's press conference. And the very first question they came up with, and what he said about his team, and they were saying, how did you feel after the defeat? And Mikel Arteta, I don't, if you could just summarize it, and I'm going to see if the picture lines up with your summary.
Yeah, well, it was they obviously set it up. They gave him the question that he wanted to ask because he had rehearsed the answer, but it's all beautiful. We had a talk, and we're in a beautiful position. We're all in this boat now, and we hope we all get in the same boat. And I hope that the fans get in the boat. There it is. There, yeah. Please enjoy it. So we all have to get in the same boat, and I hope that we all. The only problem is that he's the captain, Captain Birdseye, and he's going to hit that iceberg very, very soon.
Captain Birdseye and Captain Hook is on there as well.
Captain Hook is there as well. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's fitting that he uses a boat analogy, because I always say about these fans that now they're starting to finally say something about Odegaard, but it's too late because the season's already going to start falling away. And I always say these guys want to patch up the boat after it's already sunk, and it's pointless. But normal over the top analogies from this guy, and everybody eating it up. They're all eating it up. And they're saying it's amazing.
Unfortunately, you know, you get your journalists as in Zippy and Tom Canton saying it was the best, one of the best press conferences they've seen.
Yeah, press conference, please. You
got to understand. This is what we're dealing with. We on one of our shows, and Shane was on it, and we looked at the comparison between how Arteta gets asked questions compared to Ruben Amorim. Yeah, in terms of going in at him, but he gets away with it. He comes in, he's got his smug smile on his face because he knows I run things. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm hoping Berta, Josh Conkin, all of them, man. I can hear somebody screaming up there. I don't know if we scored a goal or they scored a goal, but why is they screaming? Why are you screaming? Anyway, right. But yeah, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, he uses these words and he makes you feel happy, all gooey inside, and that's what it is. He plays on their feelings, and that's why I'm saying this guy, Glock 9 scored a goal. All right, there you go. He scored again. There you go. Yeah, I've done it. Yeah, there is. See, look, guys, I've done it. Oi, Shane, Havertz assist.
Havertz assist. There you go. He's starting the next
game. He's starting the next game. He's in.
Listen to these top fans. Listen to these top fans. How they're gonna go off now. Listen to these top fans. They're gonna go off now, and we're coming down to the last point. The last point. We're gonna be quick on this, and then I'm gonna let Shane go because I know he wants to go and watch the game. Because you doing a match?
No, not for this.
You're not. Okay, right. So just want to just go on this quick. So listen, that's essentially the summary of our weekend. Yeah, restricted attackers. We've got a soft captain. We're not risky. Playing too many back passes. All of that. He bottles it. And he's just told all the fans and all the players, get in the boat because this is going to be a great ride. All right? That's looking like a rough ride there. Look at the Titanic sinking. Yeah. Right behind the Titanic sinking. That's what it is. And this is what it is. This is the thing. And I'm telling you now, we've got to go away to Leeds on Saturday, 3:00 kickoff. Arteta, sorted. Players, if you don't listen to it, sometimes the players have just got to take the ball by the horns. But I just doubt it with this Arsenal manager. I don't think he's going to allow them to do that. But sometimes they just need to take the ball by the horns and say, let's just do it our way. Because at the moment, it's your way ain't quite working. It ain't quite working. People can say, yeah, well, you're top of the league. 4 points clear. It's not sustainable. And it's caught us up. 7 points clear. We could have been 11, 12 points clear. Me and Jay would be saying, believe. But we can't now. We can't. It's unbelief. That's what it is now. It's unbelief. That's what we are doing, guys. That's what we're dealing with.
Right, it could turn again quickly at the weekend. You could win, you could lose.
Look, things could happen. Things could happen. It could. We could go there because listen, we played before them. So let's go there, put a bit of pressure on them. Man City have got to go to Tottenham. There is their potential. That is their bogey team. So we don't know what's going to happen. Oh, potential penalty for Carrick, apparently. Oh, wow. Wow.
But if you look at Tottenham as well, guys, quickly, like most of their goals are coming from their centre backs. It's wild. I think that's how disjointed that team is now. It's
I
almost
heard that
like
what's his name? Van der Ven wanted to leave in January. I heard. I don't know what's happening.
Did he?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
there was talk about that, but whether that's going to happen or not,
He's
I
their
don't
best
think-
defender, isn't he?
By
I
far.
don't think
I mean,
I don't
By
think
far.
so.
just and I think
Yeah.
that's probably what's going on there, Jay. He's probably realizing that this is a sinking ship.
Quickly.
So it looks like California might have given away a penalty.
Did,
Saying,
yeah,
why is
yeah,
California-
given.
Yeah.
Oh, the penalty's been good. Who is this team you're playing, by the way? Where are they
Carrick.
from?
See, Carrick,
Yeah.
that's sitting
Sam.
bottom of the league.
Mm.
Have they scored against anybody?
Bottom of the
I think
Champions
they
League.
have. Yeah.
Yeah, bottom. As
Oh
in
wow,
bottom.
that's
Rock
crazy.
bottom. I think they're on about something like 1 point or 2 points, if that. California's
So you
brain
can
is
tell this
dead.
is about money, ain't it, Norm? Just let the quality teams play in the Champions League and finish with that. Ridiculous. Can't be playing a team
Yes.
that's after 8 games is on 1 point in the Champions League. I mean, what's that?
Mm.
That makes no
Yeah,
sense.
but this,
Wow.
this is what it is. This is what it is.
New format.
They knocked out Celtic. Okay.
They did.
Oh,
One
for
all.
real?
Yeah, they knocked out Celtic. They knocked out
They
That's
just
hilarious.
scored against us.
and they've just scored. So it's 1-1. There you go, guys.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Is the camera on Arteta?
I don't think there's some guy I don't think that likes your bottler thing, Norms.
Oh, who's that?
One guy called Chell sent me a message on Instagram. I blocked him, but it's FU calling our manager a bottler. You don't represent us.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, listen, guys. If you don't like it, please. If you don't like it, don't watch. As simple
Don't
as that.
watch. Simple
If
as
it really is going to offend you, don't watch. Do you know what I
that.
mean?
Go to the effort to find me on Instagram and then send a message.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
Madness.
But why
isn't
send
it?
the message to you? That's weird.
Maybe couldn't find Norms. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
They'll
know.
find me.
Normal
I'm sure they will find me. I'm sure they will find me. But
Norms will probably check his messages now. He might.
I'll
have them
check.
as well.
He's probably going to be on there anyway. Yeah, he'll probably be on there. Listen, this is you put yourself out there, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
So listen, it is what it is. You know what I
It
mean?
is, isn't it?
Sticks and stones may break my bones, all that, but you know what I mean. So it is what it is. Just quickly on Slot, Bournemouth sticking the dagger in, last minute goal.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
mate, that was crazy, guys. Slot moaning, sounded a little bit like Mikel Arteta, blaming low blocks. Steven Gerrard has come out and said, "Look, come on, man, just
can't
move
do
the ball
that, man.
quicker." Just
This guy's really doing my head in, you know. He's really doing my head in.
Yeah.
He just doesn't like losing. It's like he's not allowed, people aren't allowed to have tactics that stop them from winning. I don't understand what it. Do you remember when Manchester United beat them? He was like, "Oh well, they changed their team." Oh, so were we supposed to ask your permission before we change? It doesn't make sense what he says.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I read snippets from one of his press conferences the other morning, but I did it in Arteta's accent, and you'd swear it was him with the stuff he was saying. Honestly, it was the exact same stuff he was saying. It was all the same things.
delusional.
We play every 2.5 days, and we play. I don't know any other team that played on Wednesday and then had to play on. Arteta actually said about the game against Inter. He said, "Oh well, we played United 2.5 days later. It was 5 days later." Nobody questioned. Nobody questioned.
Right.
He's just so used to saying it.
It does what he does. That's what he does, guys. That's essentially what he does.
They had the lady reporter. I always Gail something. I think her name is. She asked him a tough question about a year and a half ago. She wasn't seen again, and then I got told by Canton that I looked into it. It was a natural rotation. They brought in your man Cotterill, who on the first game of the season had balloons and a poem for Arteta. You know what I mean? That's who they replaced it with. Someone that has balloons and a poem for him in a press conference.
Yeah,
mad.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But so he's having a bit of a moan and that, but
he's losing.
This is what happens, you know what I mean? And as Steven Gerrard come out and sort of said, like, you're gonna have to move the ball quicker. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to learn. And I think I said something on our chat on the Top Gooner Joss about, you know, if you move the ball quicker, then you won't be facing all these low blocks. Villa are top for moving, you know. The reason why? Because Villa, they have the most shots from outside the box and score the most goals from outside the box. Mm-hmm. So you look to do something else.
They mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up.
Every team that's doing well has to face the low block.
This is the thing, though. Low block was just called locking up before or playing defensive.
Exactly.
Every team in the history of football that is the best team has faced low blocks. And Arteta still can't figure it out.
And you got to break them
City
down.
were playing it against Wolves. They did the U-shaped passing that we do, but every couple of minutes you speed it up and you ping. and you try things, you shoot from long range, you stretch the pitch. Just be the better team. City used to face it when they were at their best.
Yeah.
And teams used to go, just to try and only lose 2-0 because
Yeah,
they're still open.
that's right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right. He stepped to us when we were a good side under Ferguson.
Yeah,
Everyone
Ferguson used to say that as well. Just throw an extra striker on. Why wouldn't you throw an extra striker on? Just keep throwing strikers on if you're losing. Keep throwing them on. You may as well. But Wenger used to say, like, if you're 2-0 down, just throw everybody forward. If you lose 3-0, so what? You're still going to lose. Go for it. You know what I mean?
Man, Haaland just scored.
Haaland, I knew a second he got back in the team.
Yeah,
that's what Guardiola did. Dropped them for the Wolves game and said, right, you better start playing.
Yeah, they're at home, aren't they? City at home, innit?
Yeah.
City at home. So just lastly, so slot at the moment, Liverpool sitting 6 behind Chelsea and Man United, 2 points clear them. I think Man United, with no games, you know what I mean, extra games, you've total of 40 games this season. I think you get top 4.
Well, I think Manchester United have now got to show that next level, though. So they played really well against teams where we're not expected to dominate the football.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Can we now translate that against teams where we've got the ball majority of the time? Can we break down the low block, basically?
Yeah. Because you're going to get teams. Because the way Man United they transition, like just like the old Man United, like they transition.
Yeah, exactly.
They move the ball quick, and that's what they did against us. You know what I mean? And that's what I was right. And even in that first game, Shane, if you remember the first game we shouldn't have really won that game. It was just a luck. The ball bounces off of California. They kept hitting us on the flanks.
Yeah, we had 2.
When we played
you might have 20-something shots.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That
Arteta comes up with this thing
every single
game. Every single game, Arteta, without fail, says we dominated the game.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at our game, though, just quickly, look at our game. Say like that first 22 minutes or so, I felt like Arsenal had the rub of the green, and then it kind of, you know what I mean. And then we were way better in the second half.
Apart from the header, they didn't do much of the football.
No, we didn't. That's what I'm saying. We just
passed it around the ball, but they didn't do much of it.
We didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, but I think we were probably over cautious in the early doors because we're going to you guys in the terms of Champions League form and top of the league. So I think it was a level of
just feeling the game out. I think
that's right. Yeah. But if you looked at the creativity, I mean, Bruno should have scored twice. No, if you figure the 2 over the top, that
there was one where Saliba was asleep. And he didn't even notice him running off him, and he managed to get a foot in and think that he could have put that in the back of the net.
And Bruno went in as well. And Bruno went in. And he really needs to cut across the defenders, and he went the other way.
Yeah. And then you got Zubimendi doing what Zubimendi. You know what I mean? You get pressed, and you decide you could have played the ball. I was watching. Big up to Simon Green. I was watching his stream, and he was talking about the position of where Declan Rice was to receive the ball in the middle of the park. He could have played the ball there. He decides he's going to play it back to Saliba.
I think back in the day,
the space was there. Well. Yeah, the space was there for the through ball. And he goes back.
Because we're conditioned to play that. To go back. Play the ball backwards. Recycle the ball. Play it back. And that's why you wonder why we can't get our strikers scoring, because the ball is constantly being recycled.
So we can. They're too programmed. They're too programmed.
And they're programmed. Yeah. So they can't change it now and go, right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So now we're just living on a prayer and hoping that.
They look over for every free kick. Should I shoot across? They have to look across and get the goal.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm not even exaggerating. They have to look across.
That's crazy.
And then your man will give them a signal of what they have to do from it.
The only time was remember the Real Madrid game.
Rice went against.
Yeah. And Diogo would say, no, he's doing that. And Rice had a little word with Saka. And then
I'm gonna hit it.
Bang. Thank you very much. Do you know what I mean? Does Slot survive if he finishes out of the top 5?
No, we don't. He spent too much money, or
not with that.
I think even if he gets it, even if he gets it, he's gone.
Not with the spend he's had.
Because he's crying too much as well, man.
And the moaning as well. Once
a lot of the Liverpool fans are now starting to. A lot of the Liverpool fans are now starting to turn on him.
They have standards. They have standards.
You know what I mean?
My younger brother, my best man, are hardcore Liverpool fans, and I ain't hearing nothing from them. It's like they lost their phone star. It's mad.
Mm-hmm.
That man's depressed watching their team, you know what I mean? And they're the champions. You're actually forgetting that Liverpool are the champions.
Yeah,
That's
and
how wild this is.
with that money, I mean, it really is a bad defense of the
they could be the worst with the money that they spent.
Yeah,
this could be the worst champions, depending on where they finish.
Especially how bad the league's been.
That's
standards terrible.
And remember, when they signed, who's the striker from Newcastle? Everyone gave him the league.
Well, I had City from the start. I did have City from the start. I didn't think Liverpool would fall off like this. Yeah. And big up to your man Christian. He gets most things wrong, but he did get the Liverpool fall off right. He did say that they'd grumble.
Yeah. Good, glad.
I think others has scored.
Yeah, but
Shane is Shane.
He's starting the weekend. He's starting, mate.
Shane, we're toxic, man. Oh God, others has scored. People, clip that up if you want. Clip that up if you want. Clip that up if you want.
No! Oh, he actually has scored. Okay, I thought you were joking.
Oh, he scored.
I thought you were joking, being sarcastic. That's a gun shot,
Shane, I'm telling you this now. Watch Tom Canton tomorrow.
Oh, it's all about habits now.
Get your content together. It's gonna be interesting. That's all I gotta say. It's all gonna be interesting.
Get in.
And lastly, I just want to add this. Dee, if you could just do the quick shout out for us.
Yeah, just quick shout out to scoring a 68. Where is he? Yeah, return of the sausage. Pause. Trevor One Sock Smith, 68 points. We still got our guy Dale Grady topping the table with a nice 63 points, even though he's on holiday. So he's even on holiday cooking, you know what I mean? It's mad. Malcolm X up to 6th on solid 58 points.
Yeah, she's well pleased. That's my missus, but her name is Jay. So she's chasing Kofi down and Andy, who are just above her. Where's the man like Ez? Me and Ez are in the doldrums. Guys, can we just say a big up, happy birthday to Ez, Chelsea Ez. He turned 30 either today or yesterday. So people
I'll keep back quiet.
That's probably why he
was on birthday,
celebrating his
happy birthday.
He's in the 30 something now. I remember that 18 years ago, mate. You know what I mean?
You're the ones.
I've just given my age away, by the way, people. So work that one out.
Yeah, so me and Ezra 15th and 16th. Me 15th, Ez 16th. So we got a lot of catching up to do. We're gonna get in that top 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But it's still cooking. It's still Dal Grady's still the guy to catch.
Yeah,
he's got a bit of a gap on him as well. He's got little 19-point gap on him there.
Yeah. And guys, as I said at the start of the show, thank you, Waha, for putting it in there. You've been putting it through the show. Really appreciate that. And thank you. Big up to Views. He's going to share it on his channel tomorrow. So a massive thank you to Views and everybody that has clicked on it and done it. Whatever you can do it. You know what I mean? And just wish him all the best. As I say, prayers are going out for him. Jay, you must be happy with your form. You can hear my daughter screaming her head off because of why are they screaming their head? Why are you screaming? Right. Jay, I think you're now going confident now. I think you could be on a bit of a roll because last season and the early part of this season, you kept predicting that Man United were going to win and it wasn't going right.
Well, under Amram, we don't win.
Yep.
But I just kept predicting it anyway.
And Ez gets the correct score.
It's that green, that precious green.
Chelsea winning at the weekend 3-1. Myself, Kofi, and Chile, the Tottenham supporter. We didn't get our scores right. And Big D still at the top on 18 points, getting the score outcome for your predictions. So you're still top of the table. And it's been an absolutely fantastic show. I want to say a massive thank you, first of all, to my padrin, Mr. Shane Gooner.
Big up yourself, Shane.
Fantastic, man. Big up every time.
Big up, Shaney.
Thank you for coming on. You know, it's just I thought, you know what, let's get Shane on tonight. Let's get him on tonight. And he was like, yeah, I'm there. And
Norma was just looking some company, Shane. He needed some backup.
Well, you could say that I've got ulterior motives. So I do have ulterior motives. So I had dear Shane supporting me, and he did support me well. Big up to you, Shane. What you got coming up? Obviously, we know you got the big breakfast. I keep saying big breakfast. The big Irish breakfast tomorrow, and then in the evening,
the bruised banana. Yeah, we won't be doing. Me and Views normally do a match reaction, but we just said this is a dead rubber. We won't bother. We'll both cover on our own shows tomorrow. So yeah, I'll have full Irish tomorrow, 10:30, and then the Bruised Banana 8:30. So make sure you're there for that. Big up for having me on. Absolute
I
pleasure.
will be there because
lads,
I'm going for the unbeaten run. I will be there.
The unbeaten run continues.
And the run continues, and it's going to be a great show tomorrow. So 8:30 tomorrow, the Bruised Banana. It's going to be an absolute fantastic show. Big up to Big D. Listen, you came on with your dark glasses, and giving it the kunya thing. Yeah, I mean,
that's Brian's celebration, man. That's the Wakanda forever.
Okay. Right, okay, it's that one. But big up to you every time. I'm still going to say to you, man, you must get your channel going proper because you know your stuff, man. You know what I mean? So when you get a chance, man, let's go for it, my friend. You know what I mean? JP could be your anchor man there. You know what I mean? You do. But JP, I want to say big up to you as well. Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. And happy belated birthday to your boy. Turning big man now, 18 now.
I shouted him out, you know, Jake.
It's Ian's birthday. My brother's birthday today. He's the big 5-0.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna text him. The big 5-0. Can't believe it, Ian. Wow.
Yeah, shout him out, man. Yeah.
And if you don't mind me saying,
picks,
right, Shane, I'm gonna show you. You see this brother down there, yeah? All right. You know eternity. You know,
Eternal.
Yeah.
Eternal. And you know they sang that song. What's the song, JP?
I want to be the only one to love you.
Yeah, I want to be the only one.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the truth, brother.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Right, Shane, there's a guy in there singing with them, yeah?
Yeah.
See a guy that's singing? That's his brother.
Oh, it's his brother. That's a tune. I remember that tune, man.
Yeah,
that's
unfortunately, Shane, he's a gooner.
And he's a gooner.
There you go.
Yep.
He's a gooner. Yeah, big up Ian, man. Big up every time. I will text you later on the Man's Dem chat. We will.
He's on a cruise, so he's somewhere at sea.
Oh, so he's not gonna get it, but we'll still say when he picks it up. We'll do it. Big up Yassa every time, man, and well done on your 1K, point whatever K thing. You know what I mean? It's good to have you on the show. But listen, thank you to everyone.
Big up, lads.
It's been an absolute pleasure. We're gonna go and watch Arsenal destroy.
Yeah, they're all over them apparently.
Yeah, and then are we playing fluid, Shane? Are we?
Apparently so. I'm only getting the updates on Sky, but apparently so.
Okay,
yeah, gone downstairs. I can hear the missus screeching.
It's like my daughter. I can just hear my daughter screaming as well. Do you know what I mean? But big up to everyone. Listen, thank you for everyone. Subscribe and share the channel. As I say, I'm on the road to 1K, and I will keep fighting until I get there. I'm on that journey. I'm not going to be in that boat. Not the same boat as Mikel Arteta. Yeah, it's a different boat. Yeah.
You've had a couple subscribers today by the looks of it, no?
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. And listen,
man, on the road, man.
Listen, let's keep going. Let's keep pushing it now. We'll be tuning into Shane's Irish breakfast tomorrow, and we'll be on the Bruised Banana. Listen, people, take care. God bless. See you next week.